It's Nolan.
Eyes on straight.
What's going on, everybody? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another live edition of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment breakdowns and commentary. I just wanted to set the tone real quick. Keep your eyes on straight. You feel me? Because we got a lot to cover today, man. A lot of unexpected things to cover, if I'm going to be all the way frank with y'all. Now, of course, we got Drake. Drake has been on a roll. He's been on a tear. He's feeling super confident. He's feeling like the heavyweight champ out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely got to let me know how y'all feeling about Drake right now. He came out with his diss record, another diss record last night. Didn't even give Kendrick another opportunity to respond. He is staying on my boy neck. I may not like the optics of it. There's a lot of people out there that are wondering, man, what the hell? Shit, I'm one of them. What the hell is Kendrick doing that's so important where he ain't got no time to entertain this guy, right? But we also have Chris Brown. He just came out with his record last night called Weakest Link, going at Quavo. He's definitely not letting up on Quavo either. He's being very aggressive, which I find it very interesting that we got an R&B dude, really two R&B dudes if you count Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because he bodied Meek Mill back in the day. So you just got bodied by a singing nigga, right? So we basically got two R&B rap guys that are actually calling out established rappers, and it seems like they got the competitive edge at this current juncture. I gotta be all the way real with y'all. I'm checking the comments now. Just so y'all do know, I am live, so I do see all your comments. I will be reacting to what y'all are saying. This is not a premiere. We live. You feel me? So we got the poll over here. Let's see what the poll talking about. Who had the better diss? So far, we got 31 votes. Y'all got Chris Brown edging it out at 52%. Next option in line is 31% with I'm Saweetie to the bullshit. And Drake is coming in at 16% as of right now, man. That's funny as hell to me. I see y'all in here. What's good, all my insiders? Be sure to like and share the video, by the way. Let's get some more people in here. But man, oh man. Shit been getting real. Elite Leo says EYL said that Drake is rumored to be involved in a 9-figure AI deal, so this may be part of the rollout. I gotta check that out. I didn't hear anything about that, but woo shit. That sounds very, very interesting. So I guess we might as well just take off and get into the Drake thing, since we're already addressing this AI thing. So for those of y'all, I'm sure y'all already have heard it by now. It's everywhere. But late last night, Drake decided to sucker punch Kendrick Lamar once again. He's been waiting for about 2 weeks to try to see, well, let's say a week, because his last record came out last week. He's been waiting to see what Kendrick Lamar is going to do. He's been taunting him and his team all week. He's been posting Kendrick Lamar's manager in his Instagram stories saying, where y'all at, what y'all going to do. He even posted a photo of Kendrick's manager with an OVO. I think he had like some OVO merch on him and shit. So Drake is definitely charged up. I've never seen him this confident in beef before. I don't know what he has on Kendrick or what he thinks he has on K Dot at this moment. But he's like, bro, please come outside so I can settle this shit once and for all. He's going back and forth in text threads with DJ Academic saying, nah, I'm not letting up on niggas. I really want to set this shit. Like, he wants to be cemented. He wants his legacy to be cemented in this beef with Kendrick Lamar. This is his biggest competitor. This is a competitor that's been waiting for him to come outside to show up for the last 10 years. And Drake is like, you know what? If this is the biggest nigga on the schoolyard, if he's the one everybody's afraid of, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to stomp him out. I'm going to do whatever I got to do in order to solidify my legacy. That's what I feel Drake is doing right now. And he's not stopping at anything to make this happen, man. So as I see some of y'all in here saying y'all want to get to the lyrics, we definitely going to get to the lyrics. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. I see y'all. Much love to y'all. So let's get to the lyrics, man. Tailor-made freestyle. Now, the fact that it's even called tailor-made freestyle, as y'all know, on the first disc, the push-ups drop and give me 50, he made reference to Taylor Swift anyway, like, and we need a verse for the Swifties. Top till you drop, you better drop and give them 50. So he's basically, in so many words, saying that Kendrick Lamar is Taylor Swift's little bitch. That's the best way that you could put it. Like, you're her little dude boy. When she come out with an album, you want to get on there, you want to do the little features and shit. You don't want to drop because she got an album coming out and you don't want to impede with her rollout, nigga. Come to the center. We waiting on you, K-Dot. What's good? You've been asking for this battle. He's even quoting K-Dot in his Instagram story and saying, hey, let's get it, bro. Remember Kendrick said that on Like That? Hey, let's get it, bro. So he's like, bro, I'm on your ass. Shit crazy, man. I don't know where he at. He's definitely being strategic, taking his time. But this shit is getting a little out of hand, man. This dude, Drake, as everyone knows already, he did the AI thing. Of course, last week, a lot of people were speculating that his original diss record was AI anyway, so we weren't sure if it was really him. A couple hours later, he put his official stamp on it, dropped the official version of Push-Ups, dropping me 50 just on Friday. Thursday night, Friday morning, he put the official version out on streaming platforms. Had the artwork of a size 7 shoe on the inside of your shoe. So he's staying consistent with the fact that you can't be big stepping if you wear a size 7 shoe. Like, there's no possible way, right? So he jumps in and puts the AI of Tupac over his voice with the Illuminati. Dawn's rise again. You can see it in my eyes again. So you already know. Some people say this shit is corny. Some people are like, this is where hip hop is going. They're trying to get this AI to move niggas up out the way and all of this stuff. Captain Kirk says, I wonder why he dropped out of the Push-It battle if he's this calculated. He dropped out of the Push-It battle because there's no upside to him battling Pusha T. Pusha T is not on his level. We're just going to be honest about that. Pusha T is a dope hip-hop artist. He's a dope lyricist. He's a legend in hip-hop for everything he did with the clips and his solo work after. I mean, he's remained relevant. But Pusha T is nowhere near the status of a Drake, right? So, no, you're not late, no man. We just got started. So the whole thing is, if you keep beating a dead horse with Pusha T, you're basically giving him free publicity that Pusha T would otherwise not get. You going at Kendrick Lamar, this is basically your equal. This has been your rival. Y'all came into the industry together and y'all have been neck and neck the whole time. Y'all been going at each other for 10 years. So I don't think Drake is panicking. I'm being honest. If Drake was panicking, he would definitely not have already addressed some things that people were expecting Kendrick to speak on in his response. What he's doing is baiting him, because I believe Drake thinks he has some sort of damning information. He already has a record in the tuck. I don't believe he's afraid of Pusha. I don't understand why anybody would be afraid of someone who's not on your level, right? Again, Pusha, he's harmed his credibility. He got him to become a father to his child in a public forum. But outside of that, what has Pusha T done in the last 4 years that makes Drake afraid of him? Right? If we're keeping it all the way honest, I didn't like the niggas in the crowd in Canada throwing drinks at Pusha T in the crowd. But if we keep in score, that was pretty much the last infraction. Right? Pusha still be throwing jabs. Drake has bigger fish to fry with Kendrick Lamar. If he takes out Kendrick, this is the so-called boogeyman. If he knocks this nigga down, all the rest of the dominoes fall. And he's taking a head up with everybody else that's got something to say. Don't forget, The what album was that? Certified Lover Boy, and then the one after that, the nigga was going at Kanye and Pusha still. So let's not act like he's just coward and been in a closet hiding away from this nigga. Kendrick Lamar is the milestone. This is the opportunity to get him knocked out of the big three, because he said, remember in the leaked version of Push-Ups, he said, it's me twice in my big three. I had to push you out or something like that. It's me twice in my big three. I had to push you out. So this nigga has a plan. Now, I don't know if his plan's going to work, but he thinks that he's got something premeditated up his sleeve. Let's get into the lyrics. So remember, he did all this shit in Tupac's voice. He says, Kendrick, we need you, the West Coast savior. Engraving your name in some hip-hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Fuck this Canadian light-skinned dot. We need a no-debated West Coast victory. Man, call him a bitch for me. So, for those of y'all that may not have listened to Pimp a Butterfly, since the narrative is that nobody cared about that album, right? Everyone should know Kendrick had a posthumous conversation with Tupac at the end of the album on Mortal Man. It was just really a compilation of Tupac interviews that they muted, they muted the background and made it sound like really good production wise. Since Kendrick Lamar came out as Kendrick Lamar, he dropped the K-Dot from his name. He's been sampling Tupac. He's been channeling Tupac in his music. He said he had like a fucking, I don't know, spiritual conversation with Pac around the time that his song High Power came out. So it's like, I'm going to take shots at you from the voice of your idol, the nigga that you're trying to be, the nigga that you're trying to uphold and keep his spirit alive. I want him to talk to you so that you could get some motivation about yourself to get in this fucking battle. So I don't know, man. What is he hurt by? That's the thing. What would Drake be hurt by if all Kendrick has said in this round is fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me. He got to prove that he's a problem. Like, that was dope. But Drake is like, man, I gotta snuff this nigga out completely. Y'all say that this is corny. I say that I don't think it's corny, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it's corny. When Kendrick Lamar was talking to Tupac at the end of the album, niggas thought that was fly, right? And I've told y'all numerous times, I am a big Kendrick Lamar fan, have been since the first time I heard him. I listen to him more than any other artist in the last decade, right? But when he did that conversation with Pac and he was really talking to himself, right? Niggas thought that was fly, right? When he did the AI shit for the Heart Part 5 and he showed up as goddamn Kobe Bryant, Nipsey Hussle, Will Smith, O.J. Simpson, niggas said, oh shit, that shit was fly. That was meaningful, right? People were accusing Drake of putting out an AI song. People said, oh, that's AI, right? There's people that were still up until Friday when he released the official version of Push-Ups on DSPs that were saying, I'm not believing that song is really Drake until he puts his personal stamp on it and puts it up on DSPs. He did that because people were accusing him of using AI. So Kendrick can get away with AI. Niggas are accusing him of AI, so it's like, all right, bet. Y'all think that was AI? Let me show you some AI, motherfucker. I'm going to talk to you in the voice of your idol. You ain't got to like it. I'm just giving you why I believe that this is a strategic move, and it may be corny to some people, but again, this is a display to let people know I'm not afraid of this nigga. Y'all been acting like I'm tiptoeing around this nigga. I've been trying to, from Drake's perspective, I've been trying to spare him really because I could take him out. This is his thought process. So it's like, you know what? It's 2024. We've been going at this shit for 10 years, bro. Let me just show y'all that this nigga ain't as much of a threat as y'all think he is. Because where the fuck he at? Right? So boom, he says, call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Right? So people have been throwing this out for the past couple weeks. Like, oh man, what if Kendrick comes out and talks about Drake allegedly liking little girls, or I guess he kissed a little girl at a concert years ago. That footage has been resurfacing online. So I don't, you know what I mean? He's trying to get ahead of it. This is the B-Rabbit tactic. Some people don't like that neither, right? But it's like, dog, if you ain't gonna diss me, you've been trying to bait me out. You've been trying to say all that you possibly could when I was trying to let the shit be left in the past, let bygones be bygones, do all this different shit. You didn't want to let it go. So now that I'm here, ready to go, ready to brawl, ready to get in the ring, why are you not coming out? Why is your music not playing? Where your fans is out here, they got the signs up for you, but where are you? That's Drake's perspective. Again, I am in K-Dot's corner, but I'm not finna act like everything that this nigga is doing is whack because he's the opposition. Nah, he's playing a smart game. And again, this is to let y'all know I'm going at this nigga for real. Everything that y'all could possibly put over to make him seem like he's so great, y'all want to use the Tupac shit, the West Coast Savior shit, I'm going to use all of that against him to be like, nigga, come show up. You're letting the people down. Cole wanted to drop out. That's cool. I'm on this nigga head. So boom. Talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Heard it on the Budden podcast. It's got to be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive in a nigga under 5'5", so it's got to be you. Like they said, they told me that you was the spirit of Machiavelli. You was Pac reincarnated and all this shit that you said on your song, so it got to be you. So where's the Machiavelli? Where's the all against all odds? Where's the you know what I'm saying? The realest shit I ever wrote. 21 guns. So where that at? Where you at? This not feeling like Machiavelli. Right? I would beef the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. So now he's bringing up how Tupac will beef against the whole game, right? He gave no fucks. He was willing to call out names on anybody that offended him. You supposed to be the spirit of Pac. Why you not following suit? Right? Kate, you gotta fuck this nigga girl. He gotta be abused. All this shit about burning tattoos, he is not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs. You gotta be you. So he's saying, yo, you gotta smash this nigga girl or something, right? You talking about burning tattoos on like that? Like, we not amused. That's jail talk, right? Are you really a gang member? We don't know if you really a gang member like that, but you act and talking like you are. Nah, that's reserved for real thugs. You gotta be you. You're the good kid from the Mad City, right? Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke. Now it seems you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie. The people confused. These are facts. This is what people have been talking about for the past 2 weeks. We're not gonna act like this has not been a conversation. And I know there's gonna be some people out there like, man, you glazing Drake. No, I'm not. I'm just being honest. JMG says he doesn't make impactful, meaningful music, so he's trying to take down the one who does. No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. Drake don't give a fuck about what Kendrick raps about. Let's keep it all the way honest. He been said, if I wanted to take your fans, I could do the shit that you do. And I believe it. But the whole thing is, K-Dot coming to 2027, I done gave you 10 years to prepare for this battle. You still been egging me on. Matter of fact, did y'all know Kendrick dissed Drake on Renaissance? So that went under the radar as well. We're going to pull that up in a second, but let me finish this Tupac shit. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke, now it seem you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie, the people confused. Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back to homegirl who running numbers up. I would have refused. So he's saying you about to get this shit another week. You about to postpone another week of a response because you falling back for homegirl who running numbers up, who's Taylor Swift. You about to let her run her numbers up so that you can stay out her way, which is why, again, it's called tailor-made freestyle, because he's saying you're Taylor Swift's little bitch. Fuck these industry relationships. She's not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman. Go do what you do. Like you've been saying, say my name in the mirror and it's gonna be Candyman. You the boogeyman, all this shit. Ain't nobody scared yet. I'm calling you out. Where you at? I done said your name. Which he did. He literally said that dot shit was weak as fuck. So if there was any level of subliminals, push-ups, put all that shit to rest. I'm going dead at you, nigga. Top dog. I'm going at you. I'm going at your whole team. Right? This for all the top dogs. Drop and give me 50, nigga. Like, what's up? We really calling out names now. Unless this is a moment that you tell us this is not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say. I just pass it to Snoop. Then this nigga comes in as Snoop Dogg. Sorry, but you can't be the Scorpio in Battle of Wits. They need to just leave Drake alone. Using ghostwriters matters. That doubt hangs over Drake no matter how good his verse is. I gotta be honest, man. You think Drake cares about the ghostwriting allegations? This nigga been using writers. If we gonna keep it a buck, he's been using writers since he came out. He's been using writers even after the allegations came out. So there's only so long you could harp on that one thing. He would have retired if it hurt him that much, personally, in my opinion. But yeah, so then he comes back in as Snoop Dogg AI. Nephew, what the fuck you really about to do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues. This is a fact. Snoop did pass him the torch at the House of Blues. It was Snoop, Game, who else was up there? Warren G, Dre, DJ Quick, all the legends from the fucking era, 90s, legendary West Coast hip hop, and Game, who was like the new legend. They said, take the torch, run with the shit. Rumble, young man, rumble. Right? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues. Now you got to do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? I know you never been to jail or wore jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent to no one. It's the homies that empower you. So now he's giving them game from Snoop perspective. Like, bro, we told you that you had to carry the torch. But now you in a position to really do it. You got to uphold the coast, nigga. But nah, you ain't never put no work in. You ain't never been to jail. You never wore no jumpsuits. You ain't never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent. It's the homies that empower you, right? You got signed to Top Dog, which gave you blood and Crip protection all in one whop, right? Because Top Dog and his whole squad is Bloods. Then you got Schoolboy Q and his affiliation with the Crips. So J-Rock is a Blood. You know what I mean? So now you got all of this affiliated people around you that protect you, keep you, you know what I'm saying, got you in a position where you could say whatever the fuck you want because you're protected at all times. But now when it's time for you to stand up on your own in this battle you've been asking for, again, where you at? I'm not mad at this shit. It's not the best verses in the world. It's not the hardest rap ever made. But when it comes to like competition, it's like I'm gonna keep badgering you about this shit. You wanted to keep talking about me. Every time I tried to let this situation go, you kept dropping new verses. Niggas in the industry might not have caught all the shit, but Drake been catching all the shots. And it's like, bro, you know what? I'm not sparing this shit no more. Win, lose, or draw, I'm here. Right? But still, you gotta show this fucking owl who's boss on the West. Now it's time to really make a power move. Because right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose. How to bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? Dot. You know that the DOG never fucking doubted you, but right now it seemed like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do. So, again, I don't think anyone is... No, it's not what Pac would say. Clearly, it's not what Tupac would say. It's really about trolling him. You feel like you the spirit of Tupac. You've been upholding the spirit of Tupac. All this shit. Niggas gave you the right to do all this shit. The Snoop ain't AI. The Snoop is not real. It's AI. Snoop woke up and said, what the fuck is going on? All of it is AI. So yeah, then Drake comes in with his own voice. Says, yeah, that's the truth. I'm definitely about to come around the Lane gang and let my fucking bowel move. So he said, this PG Lane shit that y'all got going on, I'm finna come around on your side and shit on you niggas. He said, shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. So he already has his clips preloaded. Like, dog, I'm just waiting on you to go ahead and fire off what you got. Because I got some shit on you that's going to eliminate you completely. That's what Drake believes. I don't know. That might be the real nuke. Remember, Joe Budden and them said that Drake had a nuke in the tuck. When Push-Ups came out, Joe Budden said, that's not the nuke I was talking about, right? So there's a nuke allegedly still just waiting for Kendrick to go ahead and say something. This is why Drake is so confident. This is why he's egging it on. This is why he's rushing him to come out with something. Like, bro, it's been a week. Where you at? You was supposed to be the big bad wolf. You came out on that Future shit like you was ready, like you was prepared. Why all of a sudden you taking your time? Right? But now we got to wait a fucking week because Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she got to approve. So now he's saying, okay, now we got to wait another week to see if you're going to respond because Taylor Swift is your new top. Basically, your new top dog, your new boss. But then, of course, there's also the new top, as in gay allegations. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying that Taylor Swift is pegging him, and you can't drop without her approval. This girl really about to make you act like you're not in a feud. And I wonder, is Drake alleging that Kendrick has like some undercover affair going on with Taylor Swift that we don't know about? Because he's really making sure to keep her in the conversation. We know she dating Travis Kelce. That shit is all good optics. I'm just saying, what is the angle with this Taylor Swift thing, like, really? Because Drake ain't just saying this shit for nothing. He says, and if you drop, she got to approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She Taylor made your schedule with Ant. You out of the loop. So now he's saying that Taylor is working, basically co-managing him with Ant, which is his actual manager. They made your schedule. You out of the loop. Hate all your corporate industry puppets. I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed. You're not as enthused. So he's saying, I love when you talk loose like I'm not in the room. I wonder what that actually means when it comes from Drake. Again, he doesn't say this shit just to be flippant, to be random. Like a lot of those lines that were on Push-Ups, with further investigation, they were a lot deeper than you would have thought on the surface, right? We talked about that. You can check out my previous video where we spoke on a little bit of that. But yeah, I love when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. I wonder if somebody has recordings or if somebody has proof that Kendrick has been talking crazy about Drake behind the scenes that he, caught wind of. But he said, since like that, your tone changed a little. You're not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kind of removed. You trying to let this shit die down. Nah, nigga. Not this time. You following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. So he's saying, I ain't forgot about the rest of you niggas either. The rest of y'all niggas that want to jump on Future album and want to jump on the bandwagon, I ain't forgot about y'all. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. When I drop this real nuke that I got in the tuck, everybody's getting obliterated. That's from Drake's perspective. Again, I'm just giving y'all the thought process behind the bars. I'm not on Drake's side, but I don't think this shit is whack. I think it's mid, but it's not whack. Right? As soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose, right? So he says, once you play your hand, I'm swinging for the fences on your ass. And then Drake comes out with an outro, just to talk directly at Kendrick. He says, yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift, biggest gangster in the music game right now, which is a motherfucking fact. I don't co-sign that. Let's go back to the 1830s and live without the racists. I don't know what the fuck she was trying to say on that record. But if you look at how she's been moving in the music industry behind the scenes, how niggas tried to play with her music, her masters, and she say, okay, y'all want to sell my motherfucking, y'all want to sell the label with my music, You know what I'm saying? Without giving me the opportunity to buy my shit, I'm going to re-release all my music. I'm going to own it my goddamn self. It's only a few people that have come out and did that. Everybody always wants to give a shout out to JoJo like I don't know about her doing it. I know she did that. We've heard about Ashanti wanting to do that. We never actually received those new records, but she said she was in the studio getting it done, right? Taylor Swift, she done dropped like 4 of her old albums. I think she still got more to come. And she just dropped a new album yesterday. That shit's already platinum. Not to mention, I was planning on talking about this, but Taylor Swift also, remember, she's a UMG affiliated artist. She also has a publishing deal with UMG. UMG took all of their artists off TikTok. As of this week, Taylor Swift said, fuck what y'all talking about. My music's back on TikTok. The rest of y'all can have y'all shit off. The rest, you know what I mean? Y'all could do what UMG tell y'all to do. My new album and my old shit going back up. She the only artist that has that leeway. So when he says she's the biggest gangster in the music game right now, that's what he's talking about. Plus, he's alleging that she's got control over Kendrick in some way. He says, you know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said that already. Even he moved his fucking album date. He just admitted it. Even I moved my shit when she dropped. You know she about to Millie run through him, do a Millie rock on your head top. Well, she got the whole PG laying on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend like, Doc, I know you in that NY apartment. You struggling right now. I know it. In the notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. That shit better be crazy. We waiting on you. So that's Drake. How you, I'm Leah. Every artist in the industry on a major label uses payola, whether they're coming out of their own pocket or the label is doing it for them. There's not an artist that we're talking about today that doesn't have payola in their favor. We just gonna keep that all the way a buck. Niggas want to out Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj about having bots, talking about them on Twitter. Everybody's using bots. All them first week numbers niggas be reporting on these projects. Everybody's using bots. It's been exposed already. Right? Yeah, rap is gossip. Matter of fact, rap has always been gossip. If we keeping it a buck. Matter of fact, you say, why is Kendrick in that New York apartment? I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. Why did BBL Drizzy hide his son from the world? You know, I guess today it was mid, but this is called bait. This ain't the real diss. This is bait. This is come outside, nigga. We've been knocking on your door. We've been tapping on your window. You ever seen when niggas really want your ass to come outside? Niggas will throw rocks at your shit. Niggas will come flatten your tire. You know what I'm saying? Bring your ass outside, nigga. I'm giving you a reason. Russ exposed it 1,000%. They didn't even let his shit reach Billboard because he sold his shit direct and he didn't use the actual chart data metric system or whatever the fuck. So they said his shit didn't qualify for Billboard. So that just lets you know if they're on Billboard, they're all going through the same data collection agencies and shit to tabulate the real sales plus the bots. Who knows? He's ashamed that his BM was a porn star. All right, this is about as good a time as any, man. And again, I don't want nobody thinking I'm Team Drake because I am a Kendrick fan from jump. But to say Drake was really hiding his kid, I mean, the child was like just bored. The nigga was what? I mean, let me not call him a nigga, but the little man was just like a couple months or some shit. You know what I mean? He had a whole shoe rollout where he was going to do something with his son. So to say he was hiding the kid, I think is a little bit of a stretch. It sounded great coming from Pusha T. Pusha T beat him to the punch. You know what I'm saying? But I don't realistically, we were gonna see what that man's son looked like at some point. We don't see J. Cole kids. We didn't see Kendrick Lamar kids till he put them on the album cover on Mr. Morale. Whose kids do we really see like that outside of Beyonce and Cardi B? So I feel like when it comes to Drake, everybody likes to try to pull out all the possible dirt to disqualify him for being a legitimate hip hop artist. And over the years, I used to be one of those people, like 2015-ish. I was one of those people. But I don't subscribe to that shit no more. But the line was hard. You were hiding a child. Let that boy come home. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hard though. But was it true? So that's what we got from Drake. Okay. Now, the real J. Cole has kids, yes. You are hiding a child. Let them kids come home. Ain't nobody said that to Cole. I don't want to put that on homie. But ain't nobody ever said that. Whole ass wife and kid. But anyway, the real scathing shit came from Chris Brown of all mother effing people. This is when shit got real. So last night, Chris Brown decides to drop a new song called Weakest Link. He has a photo of Quavo eating a glizzy on the artwork. Oh man, this nigga Chris Brown, Chris Breezy, he gave Nicki Minaj a mid-ass verse on the Fuck This Club Up remix just to drop this shit later on the same night. Oh my fucking goodness, man. This nigga is crazy. So, on the intro, they're alleging that Quavo is on the intro of the song with a voicemail. Saying, hey, Chris, I don't want no issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to do nothing, bro. Like, please. I don't think that's Quavo's voice, personally, but some people believe that shit. So Chris Brown comes in and says, who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with C? Let's get to the verse. He say, okay, let's get down to the facts. Pussy, I'm dripped in red. So off rip, he's going ahead and claiming his blood affiliation. You know, he's been throwing them bees up for 20 years. Ever since he got that song with goddamn Joel Santana and them niggas linked up with Wayne, he been claiming big bees. So he wants to put it out there. Okay, let's get down to the facts, pussy. I'm dripped in red. Don't let this R&B shit fool you. Niggas get ripped to shreds. Quavo talking like he a thug. Nigga, you a bitch with dreads. I wonder how many people with locks took offense to that. Like, nigga, why? Damn, he a bitch with dreads? Like, is that how you feel about all dreadheads? Damn. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all that shit you said. What's all that boss shit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique. Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. So he's saying out of the Migos and everybody that you roll with, you are the weakest out of your clique, bruh. You not tough. You not real. You ain't doing shit. Right? You fuck my ex, though. That's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. So, of course, now we're getting to the crux of the problem. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, Migos and Chris Brown were pretty cool. You know, 2013 to about 2017, everything was all peachy. Them niggas hung out, was doing songs together, all this type of stuff. Karrueche decides she don't want to be with Chris no more. She gets a restraining order. You know, all that shit came out about her saying that he was harassing her and all that type of shit. She went and found herself canoodling with Quavo. Right? So that became the beginning of the issue. So he says, okay, you fuck my ex-hoe, that's cool. I don't get no fuck, little nigga. Then, of course, we know Chris and Karuchi, Quavo and Karuchi have popped up a couple of times since then together again. So this is why this thing is reigniting. I don't get no fuck, little nigga, because I fucked your ex when you were still with her. Bitch, I'm up, little nigga. So he's saying, okay, you smashed Karuchi? That's all good, because I smashed Saweetie while you were still with her. So who got the juice now? Oh, man. I don't know why the ladies gotta catch all the darts in this beef. But they catching them like a motherfucker. Man, this shit is like a movie pub. You know, niggas go to the pub in a movie theater and niggas is throwing darts and throwing axes at the motherfucking target. The ladies are catching that shit spot on every time in this Quavo Chris Brown beef. It's not even about themselves. This shit crazy. He said, don't let that line go over your head. Hold on. Because I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. Right? So he say, revenge is sweet. Don't think about it. Because I might just sing about it. I might drop a song. I'm doing these raps for your ass, but I might just sing about this shit. Because you know my shit go harder when niggas be singing. My shit go to the radio when I be singing. Had a whole world singing this shit about your ass. I had a fiending for that dick. There's something sweet about that shit. Wow. He said he had a fiending about the D. There's something sweet about that shit. And of course, her name is Saweetie. So there's definitely something sweet about that shit. Plus, she got y'all niggas crashing out. Got to be something. He said, I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit. So he's even alleging that he has more information about you that he's at this moment choosing not to speak on. He said, wow, I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking time bomb on the detonator. I shit on niggas. I'm a defecator. I put amigo on a ventilator. Right? So he's saying, I ain't playing chess with a checker player. You playing checkers out here, nigga. I'm a ticking time bomb on a detonator. I'm finna explode on your dumb ass. And I'm finna put you on a ventilator because Chris Brown really wants to fight. Y'all know. He says, stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. This is where I started to check out on this record because my boy. We all seen the results of what you went through or what you did. That elevator shit with Quavo and Saweetie King Kong ain't got nothing on that bullshit you pulled. You should have kept this line out. You should have revised this shit. You should have proofread it. You should have sent this to about 35 niggas in the industry before this shit came out. Talking about, stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. This was, no sir. No sir. Anyway, he said, we seen the tapes. That's devastating. And then you double down. I don't give a fuck if nobody else agree with me on that shit. Chris, you should have changed these lines because these don't do you no favors. Niggas already don't fuck with you because of the Rihanna shit. You should never in your life talk about beating girls ever in none of your songs. I don't give a fuck if another nigga did do it. Which, as far as them tapes go, we didn't see him beating on Saweetie. We saw him swing her into an elevator. We didn't see no beating. We saw her swing at him, though, because it looked like he was trying to leave. Anyway, he said, you doing bad, bitch. You a bitch and your music trash. Fashion Week, they sat me next to your lame ass. I was truly mad. All I kept thinking was about breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. So, of course, we saw that photo with Quavo and Chris sitting next to each other at the Fashion Week shit. We saw that Chris was damn near just waiting on Quavo to even look up from his goddamn phone. Like, nigga, you even flinched the wrong way. I'm on your motherfucking head. We did see that as a fact. You lucky I ain't want to fuck the money up, boy. I would have broke you in half. Quit trying to be tough. You ain't like that. Why you keep showing off? Quit talking about drugs. You the only pack that I've been smoking on. You sure about that? You sure about that? You standing on that? Your jawbone been sticking out like goddamn Mike and Thriller the last few years. But we gonna keep going. I just hit my plug, told him come back. I'm gonna need more than one. Your last album was a weed trade, just some bullshit that we roll up on. Quavo's solo album was definitely a weed trade. The last Migos album, I fucked with. The Unconfused album, it wasn't that great, but it did have a couple joints on there that I fucked with. But it was pretty mid, to be honest. It was definitely missing Offset, even though they wanted to beef with him at the time. Let's see. You know his song. Put you to bed, night, night, that Sudafed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. So you calling me tender, say I'm tender dicking out here. Come prove that shit. R.I.P. Takeoff. He the only real one. I got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead. That was a flagrant 5. Not a flagrant 2, but a flagrant 5. Oh man, y'all might be too young, but y'all remember it was a nigga back in the day around 2006-ish, maybe even 2004. Y'all remember that nigga that said he was gonna dig up Biggie and Pac and say fuck them too? Some of y'all, like I said, y'all probably too young to have heard that shit. It was a nigga that was trying to get on in the industry, so he put out a beef song, kind of like How to Rob by 50 Cent. And he said, fuck everybody. And he was like, I dig up Biggie and Pac and say, fuck them too. And that nigga got his ass ostracized from the industry for life. That shit reminded me of that. That shit was harsh. But I guess all is fair in beef. Goodness gracious. He follows up. You tripping, Chris. Don't say that. Don't lose your head. You done turned the big bad wolf on. These fuck niggas never knew revenge. So he's saying, nah, fuck that. Like, you really want to jump in these deep waters, nigga? The gloves is all the way off. What's good? This what happens when a fuck nigga push a real nigga out to the edge. This what happen when a dumb nigga get fame and they get to his head. So it's like, nigga, you really been out here floating. Your head done turned into one of them goddamn parachutes. You know what I'm saying? One of them goddamn floaties. Shit getting to your head, my nigga. You stepping out here with me? You know I go all the way. I don't let the shit ride with nobody. So there you have that. You gonna kiss this ring, nigga. Big fuck you from my middle finger. I tattooed my trigger finger. Bring real beef to your dinner table. My mental state ain't ever stable. Now that's a fucking fact. The nigga just told you his shit ain't never stable, and we've seen that shit play out in real time. I know this shit gonna sting, nigga. I run your ass through the ringer, nigga. You just got bodied by a singing nigga. So he played the Drake card. Uno reverse. Shit is crazy, dog. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Oh, man. Quavo ain't a fighter, but Chris surely is. Now that was fucked up. Quavo did start that argument at that bowling alley. Wow. Quavo is the weakest link, and it's funny. Everybody thought he was the Beyonce when it was really Offset. I don't think Migos got no Beyonce. If this is a moment of truth, if we gotta get into a moment of truth, niggas thought Quavo was Beyonce, or let's just say niggas thought Quavo was the Mike Jack. Niggas thought that he was the standout. There is no standout in Migos. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Everybody has their favorite, but we saw when niggas went solo and put their shit out, everybody flopped. Everybody flopped. There was a couple good songs that came out of them albums. Everybody flopped. And I fuck with Offset. Offset is actually my favorite out of the group. But let's be real. When was the last time I thought the new Offset album was like 50-50. Had some shit on there I liked, had some shit on there I could have lived without. It didn't have very good shelf life. He's still touring and moving around, but nada. Nolan, what do you have against Chris? What you mean what I got against Chris? What you mean? The song is dope. He had a couple lines in there I questioned. When you start talking about beating women up, I gotta log out of the group chat because nigga, you got one of the biggest DV scandals in music history. So you can't say them two words. You can't say them words. Does that mean I have a vendetta against him? Okay. You can feel that way. I think everybody was pretty much in agreement when he said, when Takeoff died, everybody wish it was you. It was like, oh, wow, you took it there? That's crazy. I saw a lot of people out here saying, respect the dead, right? So clearly, I'm not off base when I say that was a bit far. That was a bit much. But I ain't tripping so much off that line. You want to say that? Cool. When it came to the DV shit, I'm not in accordance with that. Now, if you want to ride with that, if you think that shit was fly, I'm not going to criticize you. That's on you. You got to live with that. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the Migos, ain't no Mike Jack, ain't no Beyonce. How am I throwing a lot of shade? I shit on everybody. I think y'all don't know who you're watching. Right? J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. I didn't give him no passes. When he bowed out of the beef, I talked down on J. Cole for 3 days straight. And I'm still listening to Might Delete Later. It is what it is. If I feel a certain way, I'm gonna let it be known. I don't blindly ride for nobody. I wouldn't, nigga. I might not blindly ride for my own fucking family. If I'm being 1,000% correct with y'all. So don't come to me with these music niggas thinking I'm supposed to take up for these motherfuckers. I will not. Nene, I'm trying to comprehend what you said. Nah, I don't think, this is a good point, but you say people act like the only time he's been violent with a woman is even though that should have been enough. I think people only bring up Rihanna because we have cold, hard facts and evidence on that one. Everything else is speculation. Everything else is hearsay. That's not to say it never happened. Excuse me. But it's kind of a your word against hers type of thing. We don't have hard evidence on everybody else. We have restraining orders and stuff like that. But the Rihanna situation was like primetime television. We saw what happened. There was no denying it. I said J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. See how easy words get twisted in just 2 seconds? I said one of my favorite artists. They're not used to people being fans and still being fairly critiqued. I get it. I get it. She says she has a 5-year restraining order. Do you know how hard it is to get one of those? Hey, again, I'm not against Karrueche, and I damn sure ain't backing up Chris. I think the diss was dope. I think it's on Quavo. I think it's definitely on Quavo to respond. But we're not going to just glaze over that line like he didn't say that shit and that like he didn't just step over the hypocrite line. Oh nah, if Rihanna let it go, let it go. Nigga, he's rapping about it. What are you talking about? Trifecta, you my dog. I see you in the comments all the time. There's no way it could be let go. If Chris is getting in a beef because Quavo said talking about don't beat her up, you can't beef with me and that be off the table, because that's one of your claims to fame. Should Offset get involved? No. If Offset gets involved, that only adds more fuel to the fire, because if Offset says something, it's going to make a lot of people overlook that the fact that he's defending Quavo. They're going to be like, Offset smashed Saweetie too. There's a lot of people that believe that. There's a lot of people that have said that. They think that's one of the reasons that the Migos split. He jump in, that gets resurfaced all over again. People look at that with a side eye. I understand if Offset says something. I can see if he does like a video saying, hey man, we not co-signing none of that shit. That shit ain't cool. Because we just saw Offset check that lookalike nigga that wanted to act like Takeoff in the mall. We seen that he wasn't feeling that shit. I thought he had a little bit too much dip on his chip with that. So I know he ain't liking what Chris Brown talking about. Now, let's just say, for instance, let's just say Offset jumps out and say, nigga, it ain't even about Quavo. Because Chris and Offset have had words as well. Chris told Offset to pull up to his crib a couple years ago, said, everybody know where my location at, everybody know where my house at, nigga, come through if you got some smoke. We never saw that get handled. So if he does, it would have to be on a completely different level. It can't be to defend Quavo though. I think Chris has attachment and control issues. These men don't know how to be player anymore. Stop getting attached and let go when things are done. That's a fact. If you hanging on to a woman for 8 years after she left you, can't no other nigga touch her without you getting up in your feelings, what does that say? Baby doll says, us women never forget when a man puts hands on us, and when you have had a gun held against your temple, hell yeah, it's a big deal. Whoa. No lies detected there. Elite says, only people Chris has fought: Rihanna, Karrueche, Frank Ocean, and got into a scuffle with Drake and Migos entourage. Allegedly hit Usher, no marks, knots, bruises. Chris hasn't shown he can fight. I don't know if the nigga can fight or not, man. I ain't, if he beat up Frank Ocean, I feel like that's somewhat of a fair battle. We're not gonna act like because Frank Ocean is gay or bi or whatever he is that he can't fight neither. So if Chris took him on a one-on-one, that is what it is. The rest, I don't really want to comment on. Saweetie said in a recent interview that men don't take her seriously. I wonder why. I thought she said the music industry don't take her seriously. I actually read that entire interview on my channel. It wasn't so much that men don't take her seriously. It was that the music business, the fans and stuff, didn't take her seriously, and nobody knew what to do with her behind the scenes. I didn't see the line about men not knowing what to do with her though. The whole point of the beef is Quavo and Chris were real friends and he went behind his back. That I understand that. I actually said that in the middle of the song, that they used to be friends and that homeboy smashed his girl behind his back. That to me, but here's the thing. Karrueche wasn't his girl when Quavo linked with her. I think people seem to overlook this fact. She was already done with him. Chris wasn't done with her. She was done with him. So it takes two to tango. She decided she wanted to get up under another nigga. That ain't got shit to do with Chris. If you in your feelings, you know what I'm saying? You got to go in the bathroom for the next couple of days and rub one out to get over your emotions. Do that. You start trying to put your autonomy over somebody else and how they move. That's an automatic L. I don't give a fuck who we talking about. I know a lot of niggas ain't gonna like that because y'all be trying to pull that same shit on the low ski broski. But we not co-signing that. Hold on. What's going on in here? Neighborhood Talk said Kendrick and Drake's beef is funny, but they need to get Farrakhan involved with this one. Farrakhan. Hey, man, we going to retire that Farrakhan shit, man. Farrakhan, stick to your congregation. Frank was allegedly jumped. Again, I don't know what transpired. Carrie says he beat up Frank Ocean whole entourage. I don't know. Brown can beat, cheat, had a child on K, but K can't date another guy. Hey. Apparently when he don't like to let go. Trifecta. So Chris hit Saweetie. Now I'm believing Offset hit it too, or was Quavo talking about Chris and not Offset? Either way, she's a ooh-wee. She got a shopping spree from Lil Baby. I mean, Saweetie out here having a great time. Hey, man. Saweetie is out here doing her Lori Harvey, man. She's doing her big one. I think it's a little bit funny. Niggas get to date whoever the fuck they want. They get to smash on whoever they want. And women just supposed to lay up under a nigga for life. But I'm an equal opportunist. So, oh boy, here we go, people. Drake is a fake Fonte. Do your homework, kids. Let's do the homework. Room for Improvement. Drake. That came out what year? 2005, 2006? He was influenced by Fonte. Yes. He was influenced by Elzai from Slum Village. Yes. He was influenced by Kanye West. Yes. Thank you for acknowledging that. We're in the year 2024. The nigga ain't rapped like Fonte in over 10 years. What else you got on the table? What else we got? Because we don't hear Fonte rapping over no fucking trap beats. We don't hear Fonte out here rapping double time. We don't hear Fonte out here doing songs with Lil Baby. We don't got Fonte out here doing songs with goddamn 21 Savage, Future. We don't got Fonte making none of them moves. So what else you got in that Drake hate bag? No, I'm not saying being a hoe is doing her big one. I'm saying she's out here dating. She's having, like, all right, people must seem to have the game fucked up. All right? What is a hoe to y'all? I want everybody, like, just tell me what a hoe is. Is a hoe a prostitute? Is a hoe a woman who just sleeps around on the first date? Is a hoe a woman that's out here dating, having fun? She got a couple niggas in her car log that she can reach out to when she ready to meet with somebody. She may have sex from time to time. It's her choice. Is that a hoe? Is a hoe somebody who likes to wear scantily clad clothing but ain't having sex? Is that a hoe? Is a hoe somebody out here that's twerking in a club? Is that a hoe? We need some answers. Because everybody throws this word around. But it seemed to me there's multiple roads that lead to that fucking destination. But niggas get to do whatever the fuck they want. Niggas get to wake up and have 20 bitches in their phone and figure out which one you want to go lay with this afternoon. It's niggas out here with no jobs, no steady income, but got enough females in their phone that'll get them some McDonald's for dinner, buy them shoes, and all they got to offer is peen. What are we talking about? How many people we finna turn this into a social commentary conversation? Just me, B? How many people you done had sex with in your life? Cause if we got Saweetie down for about 5-6 niggas, how many people you done had sex with? I'm waiting on the answer. Answers done slowed up. Who she cheated on? They say Chris said that he smashed Saweetie behind closed doors. Do we have proof on that? Or is that a one-up to be able to say that in a battle with no proof? Nah, I'm looking for just me B to answer. Cause we got you on the screen, and I fucks with you. I see you in the chat all the time. Just me B. I'm not trying to single you out. I just want to get to the crux of what we talking about. Nathan said, "Where the body cam footage, man? Man, I fucks with you, Nathan. Where is the body cam footage? Show me the proof." Kenny Mack says, "A hoe is a woman who sleep around, period, with anyone." Again, we've got Saweetie linked to how many men in the industry? How many? Let's play the numbers game. Because I bet you any nigga willing to shit on Saweetie for fucking 6 niggas, they body count is multiplied by 6, minimum. If we're going to talk about it. Yeah, I do want you to answer. Because you said she's a hoe. So if we got 5, 6, we'll even round it up to 10. Let's say Saweetie slept with 10 niggas in the industry. How many people have you slept with to call somebody else a hoe? Where is Ja Rule? What does he think? Because Ja Rule said, "Where would I be without my baby?" That nigga don't give a fuck what she done did. Where would he be without her? Come on, man. In the industry, it's best to not sleep with too many men because they seem to always use these women as pawns. They are eager to throw it in their face that they had them. But that's the thing. In today's day and age, you can't really pull that shit. Men and women are not the same. Stop the BS, Slim. Y'all always want to use this same tired ass logic. We've been hearing this shit since King James Version was put out. You think I'm going with that? Nathan, I don't call women hoes. I don't think it has anything to do with body count. The only behavior I truly find hoish is when a woman goes through an entire friend group and divides the empire. Y'all not gonna like what the fuck I got to say, man. I feel like in this world, it's every man or woman for themselves, man. If you catch a vibe with somebody and your friend happened to catch a vibe and it didn't rock like that, free game. I'm not a possessive person like that. But that's just me. There's others that they allege, but we have no proof. Novell said, well, Empire of what? You know, the show on Fox. Empire. Terrence Howard. The same show that he ain't got paid from. That Empire. Y'all ain't gonna like my answers. I'm out the game. I will be married before the year is out. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. Where you sticking your D and your P ain't got shit to do with me. I feel you on that. If your best friend sleep with your ex, you'll feel a certain type of way. Me personally, I would not. But, you know, when you done in my eyes. Ain't no coming back. Because it's a reason. You want to find out the reason on your own? Be my guest. Best I could do is say, hey, watch yourself. But that's just me. Black Culture says, I agree with you 100%, J Nolan. It's time to stop policing women's bodies, period. Big facts. The conversation became about hoes because people have this perception that Saweetie is a hoe. You know what I mean? And Chris Brown is using Saweetie as his way to get a couple extra points in the battle. Say, okay, you smashed Karrueche, nigga. I smashed Saweetie while you was with her. Now what? Shout out to Costanza. She says, at this point, people who use the word hoe are just weak-minded. And at this point, we gonna hit y'all with it. We got to do the super chat. We ain't had one all day. Might as well let it be this one. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the lotto. Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Hey, ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Ooh, yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Hey, ooh, yeah. But I say throw it. Saweetie said throw it in her wallet, man. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Say ooh, yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Saweetie but told I say throw it in my wallet. Hey. Oh my God. Do I consider myself a Pisces or Aries? I consider myself a Pisces. However, I was born on the Pisces-Aries cusp. And more so than anything, I consider myself an individual. Say put Lotto on the remix. I would love to put Lotto on the remix, but I don't know. I feel like she might have seen a couple of my videos where I criticized a few of her songs. I'm really a Lotto fan, but she has some records that I'm not a fan of. So I don't know if she's seen footage of me. She probably wouldn't want to work. But if she's open to it, you know, one day. Oh, we got Imperial Stats in here. I didn't say a hoe doesn't exist. I said, what is y'all's definition of a hoe? I asked a question. I said there seems to be many different roads that lead to the same destination. Again, this is how quickly When people make inferences of what you're trying to say, they easily will fuck it up. This is how the game of telephone was invented. And I'm just one of them type of people that's not going to allow you to speak for me. I said what I said, and I said it the way I said it. You can't remix my shit and think I'm going to co-sign it. You need some sound bites? Yeah, I got to work on that, man. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, I got this sound effect thing on here. But if my mic is live while I play the sound effects, the shit going to echo and get real disruptive. So I got to figure that out. Get Right says, man, it's hoes too. It's not gender specific. There are a lot of hoe ass niggas. See, if we could come to that common consensus, which we never will as a society, I would rock with that. But again, we never will, which is why I'm just challenging. I can't change your mind. Oh, okay. No harm, no foul. No, I'm just saying. You say Pisces men more lax. They don't care about the BS. That is a fucking false. That's false. I come from a long line of Pisces. Lax as in laid back, cool till you push buttons. Yeah. Lax in relationships. A lot of the Pisces niggas I know, sucker for love. Can't be alone. Will go back to a sorry ass woman just to have one. Get walked on like the floor. Just what I've observed. LMAO, J Nolan is an astrologer. I'm definitely not. I don't even really know a lot about it, to be honest. I co-sign you on that one, just me, B. I didn't see when you said that in the chat, but I'm with you. Oh, we got the homie Jack Preston in here. My guy. What's good, homie? We in the building. Y'all don't even know, man. Jack, we got one of the hardest rappers from Atlanta in there bit, man. Very fashionable too. Jack Preston. Y'all fuck with him. Forget your sun sign. What's your moon rising? See? That's where you lost me. I don't know none of that shit. I don't know none of that. Only moon I know is the shit that come out at night. I used to have one of them fucking apps too. Cause my cousin tried to put me up on game like, nah, you gotta look it up when you get to this and you get to that and your NATO chart and all that shit, man. I was out the game instantly. You start saying shit like that, I was done. Crown by K says I give more Aries energy. I've heard that before. I agree with all that. I said, shit, man, I done seen it my whole life. All's my life I has to fight. Did you miss the AI convo? We didn't really have a long drawn out AI convo, to be honest. My perspective on the whole AI thing, I'm not a big fan of it, to be all the way transparent. I think that there are people in this industry. Let's just keep it a buck. The music industry has been infiltrated by the tech industry. The tech niggas have taken it over, right? So what ends up happening when the tech bros get involved is they don't really have as much of a conscience on humanity as the average person, right? Because they want to push the limits on what tech can do, right? Tech, we're going to do this AI shit is going to make our job easier. It's going to make your life easier. You program it to look like you, sound like you, act like you. The problem with that is if a record label or any company that you're working with If they have the ability to basically clone you and move you out the way, why the fuck would I continue to employ you? Come train the AI to have a unique thing about them like you, and take your ass home. And we'll pay you for one-time usage. We'll pay you a flat rate. You know what I'm saying? We'll even pay you a royalty. Them royalties ain't never gonna amount to what they're making. They give you a 10% royalty of some shit that they recreating over and over after you die, right? We don't think long term. We say, man, I'm gonna have a check for the rest of my life. Nah, them niggas gonna have a check as long as that shit is able to be pulled up. So yes, the AI shit is it's a load of crap. Do I believe Drake doing the AI shit to troll Kendrick is a bad look? No. I think he used the AI because people were already accusing him of using AI. So he said, shit, I didn't get to even bring this shit up. So y'all remember homeboy that did that AI Kendrick song last week, right? He came out and admitted a couple days ago. He showed y'all the files. He showed y'all how he did it. He recently did an interview with Complex, if I'm not mistaken. And they said, hey, has Kendrick Lamar's team reached out to you? He said, no, but I definitely spoke to somebody over at OVO. They reached out to me because they thought that Kendrick song was real. So they made me send over files and send over all of the evidence to show them what he actually did. So to me, that tells me either they already knew or they just transmuted his information, took it to Drake and said, yo, this is how that nigga did that shit. Boom. We could pull it up. We could do the XYZ now. So people could say it was whack. People could say whatever they want. Yeah, Drake people reached out. But again, to me, what Drake did was not so much. I know there's people out there saying, well, Drake just co-signed AI. You think Drake is gonna let Universal run with his image and likeness? Not if he's smart. Now that 500 mil, he might have signed off on that shit for that 500 mil. He might have did that. Might have been in the contract. I don't know. But I don't think he's co-signing AI. I think he's picking at that nigga. Big facts, exactly. So that they could reverse engineer it. That's exactly how I looked at it. Rosalinda says, waiting on Kendrick's album. At this point, he's not taking the bait, and Drake will eventually get tired or fall back on this beef. I don't know. We don't know what the fuck is going on with Kendrick. We don't know what's on his mind. We don't know what his plan is. We don't know what his strategy is. Shit. Who was it the other day? I think it was, of all people, academics. He said that he said that Kendrick Lamar is a master at creating moments, right? And when you're a master at creating moments, the time or the day in which you create that moment really doesn't matter. And I'm not saying this to cape for Kendrick, because I want the shit now. But what we've seen from Kendrick throughout his career, when he did the Control verse, it was unprecedented. Nobody asked for it. Nobody knew it was coming. He struck when he felt the moment was prime to say, fuck everybody. Y'all niggas can't rap better than me. He created a moment. Industry chatter got going. Niggas started talking. Niggas started firing diss records at him. Drake started doing interviews. Drake got on the Kendrick got on the BET Cypher. Nothing was the same since I dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Oh, shit. Moment. That was a moment. Dies down. Right? The Heart Part 4 when he was smacking the shit out of Big Sean. Talked about that yesterday. That was a moment. Right? Heart Part 5. He did the AI shit with the fucking face, the deep fake shit. That was a moment. That nigga knows at any moment I could turn this shit up. I don't gotta move on no nigga timeline. I know y'all disappointed, y'all waiting on this shit. When I get at this nigga, please believe everybody's gonna be tuned in. I don't give a fuck how many niggas say I don't want to hear that shit. They're gonna tune in when he say his shit. So if I'm sitting in Kendrick's chair, I don't give a fuck what the industry talking about. When I'm on your head, nigga, the shit gets rekindled. Now, earlier in the show, I made reference to the fact that Kendrick also dissed Drake on that Beyonce song, America Has a Problem. Right? Did I not save that shit? Thought I saved it in my bookmarks. So let's look this shit up. Dissed his ass on that Beyonce shit. Where this nigga verse at? So, where is that shit at? Tour Billion Watcher, PJ Lane Collar, 911 Slider. Look at my garage, it's synced up. Got the genie out the bottle and point at any model. That's not it. Universal, please don't play possum. I'm a businessman doing as follows. Truly, I be lying in my rap song, cause I always fit to mention I slap homie. His career didn't come with no life insurance. Hope his day one fans got some facts on him. So even when he was riding that track, he was going at bruh in. Say I'm an honorary beehive. Let's see why them diamonds don't be fly. They all CGI. You better get it out of your chest like breast reduction. If she's stressed over you, she's stressed for nothing. Hold up. Wait a minute. Even AI got to practice cloning Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So he was already going at homeboy, letting Universal know, like, don't fuck with me for getting at this nigga. You say my girl play enough Beyonce for both of us. Hey, I feel you on that. Would I do a diss song just for fun? Hell nah. I talk about enough niggas just doing these streams. If I did a diss, y'all would have to buy like 30,000 copies of Southside Nolan for it to be worth my while. Cause I would need a lifeline in case the industry never fuck with me. Yeah, I know they've been throwing shots for over 12 years, but that was like a recent shot off the Renaissance album. Cause Kendrick don't have a lot of music out since 2019. But every feature that he's done has been shooting at Drake. You can say it ain't a diss. I feel you on that. Sade, Anita Baker. Smooth it on out. I used to listen to a lot of jazz personally. Let's see, how long we been on here? An hour and a half. Damn. That shit went fast. In response to all of this shit, Saweetie came out. She said she gonna get back to writing her verses on Nani. If y'all remember, she got this song called Nani that she's been teasing online. And it's basically, talking about how she got that good kitty. So she say, shit, let me go rewrite them verses. Let me update. Let y'all know how these rap niggas been going crazy for the cat. Resurrect that proud to pay for neighborhood net one time. That's what I'm saying. if I'ma come out here talking crazy about people in the industry to that degree, we gonna need a lot of support. Cause that ain't even my game plan. She 90. Saweetie out here like shit, man. Y'all niggas just gonna give me some extra promo for this record. Fuck it. Snoop came out. Here's what Snoop had to say about everybody hitting his line.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Y'all have a good night. And to all. Right off, everybody calling my phone, blowing me up. What the fuck? What happened? What's going on?
That's Snoop reaction to to the situation. It sounded to me like Snoop got some he got some undercover minions that's ready to ride. That would it sound like to me. Like, let me be inconspicuous about this shit online. Behind the scenes, niggas is going crazy. Shout out to Rosalinda. She say, smash that like button, y'all. Be sure to like and share the video if you haven't already. Say what? Hurricane Chris done diss Kevin Gates. Hey man, I'm gonna make y'all a promise. I'm not covering that shit. I saw Hurricane Chris try to come out. He did that remix to Sexy Red shit. Wasn't half bad. It was actually straight. I could go the rest of my life without never hearing that nigga rap. What if Saweetie make a diss track? She don't want that smoke. Saweetie is not Megan Thee Stallion. Saweetie don't want that smoke. It ain't gonna go the right way. Keep rapping about the 90. Do the 90 record. Keep it fun. Keep the energy high. Let pop radio catch on to it. Niggas gonna have to hear it. It could be slick. Make a diss record. Nah, don't do that. Hell nah, Drake didn't contact Snoop. You think Snoop would co-sign dissing the prodigal son of the West? With your voice? Hell nah, Snoop didn't get called. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. You know, these niggas doing fucking, what is that, an energy drink that they got going on? Some collaboration they doing? Where the fuck is the music? Exactly. Stick to the script. Don't let these niggas derail you. Saweetie's not about to diss no one. She can't read from a teleprompter. She not writing shit. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. You put a teleprompter in front of me at an award show, I'm probably gonna fuck that shit up too. And I think I read at an above average level, but that teleprompter shit ain't no hoe. Yeah, then you got YG involved too. Yeah, she is on live. It's all good. I'm not gonna be on here much longer. We already done got an hour and a half in. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely tune in to her because I ain't gonna be on much longer. When it comes to that Naruto shit, I'm not really well versed in it. I see y'all talking about it in the chat. I ain't up on game. YG man, be ready to hear. All right. You think YG got with her without knowing nothing? When the story's been flying for years about Saweetie? YG is chilling. YG at the crib singing, ooh, 90. He's singing that shit. That nigga was just singing that shit this morning with a bowl of fucking Cheerios. Happy than a bitch. How would Cardi know her shit is regular degular? Let's Cardi went deep sea diving up in it. How would she know? YG ain't complaining. That nigga at the crib. Ooh, 90. Ooh, 90. That nigga damn near wrote the song for her. That nigga YG said, "Hey, man, take this motherfucking notepad in the booth. This is, hey, I came up with it for you. It's inspired by you. Okay? This is my gift to your career." Y'all must got the game fucked up. YG of all niggas, you think that nigga ain't heard nothing? You don't think the set tried to inform him ahead of time? You say, is men rap beef more interesting than female rap beef? Uh, no. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's all equally entertaining in my personal perspective. Excuse me. When because we just had at the top of the year, we had Megan and Nicki going at it. That was interesting. We wanted to see what the hell they was gonna say, right? So I don't think that is more interesting. I think that when it comes to male rap, period, hip hop is a male dominated field, right? So the majority of the hip hop population, excuse me, favors the men because that's what we've been accustomed to since the beginning. There's only been a few women in each era of hip hop. Some eras even less. So I don't feel like it's more interesting. It's just more of what we're accustomed to. Cardi said on Enough, the gang hit and said it's regular degular, but we don't know who she was talking about. Folks assumed it was Saweetie. Yeah, I remember. I broke down the lyrics to that song. I said that same thing. The problem is, if the gang says, man, that shit was regular degular, how could she confirm? Niggas be capping. Especially if you in the vicinity of somebody who don't fuck with her. How you gonna look her in the face and be like, bruh, I know you don't like her, but damn, that shit was good. Hey, I don't think you should go head to head with her. Like, come on, man. Niggas ain't doing that. Man, that shit regular degular. Man, that shit regular degular, gang. You know how niggas be. Cardi gotta go deep sea diving herself. You wanna call it regular degular? Go see for yourself. Go get the snapper. Oh man, that's some funny shit to me. Cardi come out. He was regular degular. How would you fucking know? Yeah. All right, man. I think I'm finna sign out. Much love, respect. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We had a great time talking about the Drake diss, the AI shit, Chris Brown, Quavo. I don't think this is gonna be the last that we hear of any of these people. I think this is definitely gonna be an ongoing beef on both ends, especially Chris and Quavo. I think both of them are petty enough to keep this shit going until they actually get into a fight. I think we're gonna see a fight when it comes to those two. That's not what I'm advocating for, but I do believe we may see a fight before the year is out between these guys. Entourage, something. You know what I mean? But again, be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, become a part of the community. I'll probably be back with some more content before the day is out, so just stay tuned. Make sure you got your post notifications on, and I will catch y'all a little bit later. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.